What's up, peeps? We're back. As always, I'm your host, Lee Bentz, and thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of Movies and More on the AEW Insider. Went to go see Three from Hell. I'll explain it what happened later. It's bullshit. All right, we'll get to the weekend box office first. I've been doing a lot of videos. If you haven't checked out the two Friday the 13th videos, 4 Friday the 13th, definitely check them out. I do have the top 31 movies to watch during the month of October, for Halloween coming, so definitely check that out. I almost got the list done, and I got to put it together, and I'll start shooting it. I think I'm going to break it down into at least 3 episodes. All right, so let's get to the weekend box office. At number 1 again, we do have It Chapter 2, which is what you would expect for its second week out, but the number 2 movie of the week was the movie called Hustlers. Now, Hustlers is the one I've been talking about with J-Lo and Cardi B, what have you. It's a stripper movie. It's a true story, what have you. Not only did it take number 2, but actually Friday night, for Friday night's take in a box office, Hustlers beat It 2. And then at the end of the weekend, It 2 ended up with 40,735,000, and Hustlers ended up with 33,230,000. So Hustlers almost beat It 2 for its opening week, which is fucking insane. Like, seriously. I don't know how strong of legs that It 2 has. If nothing really good keeps coming out, then It 2 will continue to dominate at the box office. But if something big does come out, which we'll get to this weekend, something big is opening this weekend. Excuse me. So something could definitely knock It 2 off in its third week. It almost got knocked off in its second week, which is insane. But anyway, this weekend, It Chapter 2, number 1. Hustlers, number 2, and its debut with 33 million. Number 3 is Angel Has Fallen, still holding on strong. Number 4 is Good Boys, where it deserves to be in the top 5 still. Good Boys is fucking hilarious. If you didn't see it, check it out. Check our review out. Number 5 is The Lion King, of course. And just as an honorable mention, number 8. This movie did open up last week also, but it opened up at number 8, which stinks because it's a really famous book. The kid's a good actor. People were excited about it, but they didn't go see it. Unless this thing does get Oscar buzz, it's going to be considered a bomb at the box office. But number 8 in its first week is Goldfinch. All right, now let's get to what's coming up this weekend. Opening this weekend, we do have Downton Abbey. Now, I don't watch this show at all. I think it's fucking stupid as hell, but my mother does. A lot of people I know do. People actually love this fucking movie. So it's going to make a lot of money, and that's what I was saying. If anything else opens this week big, you know what I mean? Hustlers wasn't even big. Downton Abbey is fucking big. So it could definitely take It 2 out in its third week, which would be fucking nuts. But Downton Abbey does open up this week. I guess it follows, the continuation of the TV show, or maybe a prequel. Who knows? I don't know. Rambo 5 also opens this week. Last Blood. Now, like I said, Rambo is Mad Men's the first movie I remember seeing in a movie theater, but then Rambo. Rambo First Blood's one of the first movies my stepfather took me to see, and I remember him being in jail with the sheriffs and shit, him getting out, what have you. I love Sylvester Stallone. Like, he has a great career. Clint Eastwood did too, with acting and directing, but Sly, man, come on. Like, all his great movies he helped write, like Rambo, Rocky, and another one he did too. I forget what the hell it was, a couple of years ago. He gets to finish them pretty much. He gets to make a final one, which is really, really fucking great. Or they continue on in a good way like Creed. So if you're a huge fan of Rambo, you're going to love this movie. From what I could tell by the trailer, which I explained before, he's old, he's retired, he's done with the military, he doesn't want any parts of those past life. It looks like he's in Mexico. He's definitely like where there's Mexicans or Spanish people, something like that. But he has like a niece, and she looks like she's a little Mexican herself. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just telling you what I see. For some reason, this cartel kidnaps his niece. And it's like fucking Taken. Like, you fuck with the wrong person's kid, you know what I mean? So even though all he's got left is what he has, his life, he's happy, she's all he's got left. So they fuck with the wrong person's kid, so he's going after them and take them out. So Rambo 5 does look pretty good. I'm going to do my best to give it a watch. We also have Villains opening this weekend. Now, I talked about Villains before. This looks really good. It has the guy who plays it, Bill Skarsgård, plus plus another other people in the cast. This movie is like my type of movie. It definitely is fucked up. Like I said, it's about these serial killer types. They look like Bonnie and Clyde. They did something. They're running from the cops. They go to this house for shelter, probably get something to eat, get a change of clothes, get a new car, and get the fuck out of there. When they're in this house, for some reason, they go to the basement maybe to rob it, and they see a chick chained up in there. And these people are freaked out, and they're stone cold killers. So the people who own the house come home, and these people are even more weird and deadly than they are. So now these two people who are on the run, killers, what have you, are now fighting for their lives. So Villains, I don't think it's going to do good money-wise, but hopefully it does good on video, because it looks fucking awesome. I think it looks really good. All right, now coming attractions this week. We've had some good ones, and I always say these, even though I haven't figured out how to do the green screen yet, obviously, or put videos in here, or know what the law is to put videos. That's why I just use pictures for now. I bring you the coming attractions. I promise I haven't done a great job, but I will post every one of these on our Twitter, so definitely check out our Twitter for movie attractions. I try not using Facebook for that. I try using Facebook just for wrestling. But I'll put up all the trailers and check these out. I want to tell you about them, so hopefully they interest you. You check them out and you go see them. So the first one is a thing called Daybreak. Now this was a graphic novel, which is a great word for a comic book with adult content. And Netflix made it. And it looks fucking cool. It's right up my alley also. It's about a bunch of high school students going through the apocalypse. The apocalypse really happens with zombies, killer students, gangs, what have you. But it looks really, really fun, and it looks really, really good. So these teens are in school. You can see their different cliques, and then they like flashes in and out after the apocalypse happens. And like these guys are gangs, they're warriors now. And these three friends or what have you band together, and they gotta fucking do high school and the apocalypse. I seen zombies, all that. It looks funny. It looks good. Check out the trailer for Netflix's Daybreak. All right, after that, we do have Like a Boss. The Like a Boss looks funny. It's a chick flick, but one I wouldn't mind watching with a chick. It's about two women who co-own a company. The company's really big. The two women are played by Tiffany Haddish and Rose Byrne. Life seems to be going great, except that they owe over $400,000 in debt. So their white knight, Selma Hayek, actually shows up to save the day, but she's really trying to screw them out of their company. So they want their company back, of course, and it looks funny as fuck. Especially this one scene when they are forced to let one of their workers go, this gay guy. It looks fucking hilarious. So check out the trailer for Like a Boss. Next, we do have Wrinkle the Clown. Now, this is definitely in my wheelhouse. This looks fucking awesome. It's a legit documentary. It's about a 65-year-old man who is a clown. He's in Florida, and his name is Wrinkles the Clown. There's stickers all over Florida, posters, what have you, on the internet. If you want to scare somebody, if your kids are being bad and you want to scare them, what have you, you call Wrinkles the Clown, and he'll just show up at your house, in your window, in your backyard. It's fucking crazy. Like, they're showing real footage from people they put all together, they talk to people, what have you, and nobody supposedly has ever been able to find Wrinkles the Clown, but of course these guys do, because the movie's about him. So it looks fucking creepy. It looks really, really good. Check out the trailer for Wrinkles the Clown. Next, we have The Lighthouse. This one is directed by Roger Ebert, the guy who made, The Witch. And people love The Witch. It's a real slow burn, but it's an awesome payoff. It stars Clive Owens and William Dafoe. You know, William Dafoe's the man, and Clive Owens is great also. And boy, it looks fucked up. It's about two people who either maintain a lighthouse together. Now, you know, a lighthouse, they have to have a worker there, or they used to. They probably don't anymore. But people actually stay on that little secluded island, and they fucking watch the lighthouse, make sure it's up to par so boats can see it, what have you. This has two people in it, and it's shot in black and white, so it looks awesome. I don't know if they're both were hired to work at the lighthouse, or maybe one of them got stranded and he's stuck on the island with the guy from the lighthouse, or maybe like nobody's coming, it looks like. And these two start getting cabin fever and start going stir crazy, and it definitely looks like it turns deadly. family. So it looks fucked up, man. And I did say Clive Owen. Yeah, is it? Yeah, Clive Owen. It says Clive Owen, but I swear it's Robert. I'm sorry. I might have got that confused and just say, actually, they do show Clive Owen in the beginning, but the two, unless I'm mistaken for what he looks like, I apologize. But I definitely know from watching the trailer, the two main people in it in the lighthouse are William Dafoe and actually Robert Pattinson, I believe, the new Batman from Twilight. Anyway, check out the trailer from Lighthouse if you like The Witch, if you like the director Roger Ebers, and fucking William Dafoe. It looks fucking crazy. The Lighthouse. All right, another one I've been seeing for about the last couple of days or a week. They've been advertising it like crazy. This one is called Countdown. Now, I didn't like it when I first seen it, but today I actually sat down and watched it, and it actually looks all right. It's a horror movie for a new generation. Kind of looks a little stupid, and it has been done before in so many other ways. Now, it's about a cell phone, or not even a cell phone, it's about an app, because you can download an app anywhere, on a Fire Stick, a tablet, what have you. So it's this app called Countdown, and this app actually tells you when you will die. So people start opening it and they're playing it as a game, like, oh, I got 56 years. Oh, I got 60 years. You know what I mean? That's all great because that's so far away. Other people's open the app and they've got like 22 days or 16 minutes or 17 weeks. So, of course, the people who have less time are bugging the fuck out. And, of course, when the clock does tick down and it's your time, boom, you're dead. They even show the chick, she goes to buy a new cell phone. She makes sure that the app's not on it when she gets it. She's all happy. By the time she's about to walk out the cell phone store door, boom, the app already downloaded itself onto her new phone. So it's not like you can get away with it. And then in one part, like you see the Grim Reaper behind her in her car, like in her camera, it looks fucked up. At first I didn't think it would be too good, but it does look all right. But you've seen this before. And like I said, when the app does count down to 0, guess what happens? You die. But you've seen that before in The Ring or Ringu when you watch the videotape. You've seen it before in The Grudge. Like, you've seen all that shit. So it looks pretty good. It's definitely going to be decent, but I don't know. We'll have to see. And finally, opening this week is a movie that I meant to cover weeks ago. I swear I did, but I really don't think I did. It's called Queen and Slim. It's a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Two normal black people are driving home in their car. A white racist cop harasses them, and I'm just saying it that way because that's how the movie is. And like a brawl ensues, and a cop winds up getting killed. So these two, of course, are going to get the blame, and they're America's Most Wanted. So they go on a fucking run, a journey. They go all out. As long as they got each other, they don't give a fuck. So literally, it looks like Bonnie and Clyde and natural born killers mix, except that they're not serial killers, but they might kill because they have to. And they got each other's love and all that, and they're going to go all the fuck out. So definitely check out Queen and Slim. It looks all right. All right, tonight I did watch the movie The Haunt. Oh yeah, real quick, I went to go see 3 from Hell. That's what it was. My daughter and I are supposed to go tonight at 7 o'clock. We go on like 3 something to go to buy tickets, which I should have bought fucking way in advance. And the only seats left literally are the front row, a couple in the second row, and that's it. I'm not paying $15 a ticket plus $20 for concessions to sit like this for fucking an hour and 20 minutes. Sorry. So scheduling wise and all that, I'm going to see what we can do Wednesday or Thursday. I looked at some of the seats for those. They're pretty much already taken up. So I'll see what I can do. If not, I will find a way to watch it very soon and let you know. Okay. Now on to Haunt. Like as in The Haunted House. It's called Haunt. It just came out on Friday the 13th. It is produced by Eli Roth, famous horror director, Cabin Fever, Green Inferno, Hostel 1 and 2, what have you. Excuse me. This is about a group of kids who actually are looking for a haunted house. I don't know. I watched it, but I really wasn't watching. I was, though, but it didn't suck me in that bad. That's why I was like half watching. But these kids are all in a car. There's 6 of them because that's cool to me. That means at least 4 are going to die, hopefully 5, you know what I mean? But they're either like, they're in some kind of Uber, it looks like, or one of their friends is an Uber, but in the movie. Because I seen one friend take his Uber sign, he threw it out the window. But they're trying to find this haunted house on an app or some shit like that. And they get to the spot they're supposed to go, and it's totally empty. Out of nowhere, boom, these lights light up on this house. It says haunted house. So like jerk-offs, these guys actually go to it. They go to the door and nobody's talking to them. Like there's this guy outside with a crazy mask, doesn't say a word. So they go into the haunted house. They see somebody get killed, but of course they think it's fake. But the killing that's going on in the haunted house is not fake, and they are the next victims. So they got to fight for their lives to try to escape. I really didn't like it too much. much. Like I said, it didn't even suck me in that much. If so, I really, really would have been into it. Some of the kills are cool. It's kind of gory, but it took 30 minutes for somebody to die. And I'm not even saying it has to be one of them. I just mean period in general. It took 30 minutes for somebody to get killed, and that's out of an hour-and-a-half movie. So it didn't need that much time to set up the story or try to invest in the characters because you don't give a fuck about them, to be honest. But like I said, this is a haunted house that supposedly preys on your fears, which is crazy because how do they know about your fears? But they explain that. And then, shit starts going down. You gotta survive. And even this twist ending wasn't fucking good at all. So I really didn't like it too much. It surprised me because I wanted to make sure I understood it. After I watch a movie, I always go on YouTube myself and I watch whatever the movie is explained or ending explained, like Midsommar, what have you, or Hereditary to get the whole story, anything I might have missed. They don't have that yet for The Hunt, but they do have reviews that people did watch it Friday when it came out, and these people loved it. They thought it was great, yada yada. Myself, it didn't. I do a 10-star rating system, and I'm giving it 6 stars. I would give it 5 stars, but it wasn't fucking horrible, and it was a little better than average. So, I mean, for Halloween and all that, to definitely watch a scary movie about a haunted house that can go wrong, yada yada, definitely check it out. But, I mean, there's a lot of other better shit to watch. So, I do give Haunt 6 out of 10 stars. Real quick on the video games. Friday, I did buy Borderlands 3. If you're a fan of Borderlands, you know how awesome this series is. I'm only on like level 8 right now, my character and all that, and there's tons of levels, which you know, and I'm not even into the game. I'm probably like only an hour and a half, 2 hours in, so I can't give a great review. But pretty much, if you love Borderlands, if you love the cel-shaded look that it has, if you love the fucking weapons, if you love loot and all that, it's like that, but better, of course. So I have to wait till I play it all to give you a good review, but so far so good. It's awesome. They have these bad guys, the Calypso twins, their brother and sister, and like the chick can feed off of people's powers, you know what I mean, and take it for their own. She can kill them and just take their powers, and their brother's like a parasite that feeds off of her, so they're really cool, and I want to see more of their story. So Borderlands 3 is awesome so far. If you were thinking about it and you love the past ones, go get it. If not, check out the reviews, but it's pretty dope. Hell, if you follow the show, you know that Sig Haig was in a very bad automobile accident last week. They said a couple of days later, they asked us to pray for him. A couple of days ago, either a day or two before, it was released that he recovered like a champion. He's up, he's walking around, he bounced back tremendously. So let's hope it lasts, and don't scare us like that, Sig. We're glad to hear you up and you're all around, and it sucks I didn't get to see 3 from Hell tonight, but I will. And then some other news, just random news. Dog the Bounty Hunter, less than 3 months after his wife passed away from cancer, was rushed to the hospital, and he will need heart surgery. Don't know whatever, but it's his heart and he's going to need surgery. So we wish you the best, dog. You know, part of it's a broken heart, and plus he's just sick. Who knows? You know what I mean? He's older. All right, peeps. Well, I've been really busy. I didn't mean for the show to be so short, what have you. But you see, man, I've been putting out the wrestling content on a podcast and on YouTube, doing Friday the 13th videos. Remember, we got AEW Wrestling Live October 16th. We're going to haunted houses and just cool stuff like that. I have the 31 movies to watch in the month of Halloween coming up in about a week or two. And, you know, the good stuff's on the way. So definitely show us some love on all social media. Like, share, subscribe, join our Facebook groups. We're the WFW fan group on Facebook and the AEW Insider. So definitely look up AEW Insider on Facebook and YouTube. If you want all WWE news, check out Jabber Jabber Wrestling Universe. If you like sports, check out the 570 Sports Show. Those guys are cool. And definitely check out our Twitter. Tell me what you want to see in the show. Tell me I suck. Tell me I'm awesome. What have you. Let me know. Give me some feedback. You know what I mean, peeps? You do show support, but you're very, very quiet. I like to hear from you guys. But anyway, on Twitter, we're the AEW Insider 1 as a number 1. So show us some love. Check out the YouTube. All right, we will be back in a couple days with a new wrestling podcast. This weekend, I'll have a new wrestling YouTube video, and I'll have a new Movies and More video coming up next week. All right, peace. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. As always, I'm your host, Lee Benz, and thank you so much for joining us for this week's edition of Movies and More on the AEW Insider. Ciao, peeps.